Well, good afternoon, baseball fans. This is Vinny, and today I'm going to be bringing you the start of my 2022 to 2025 Major League Baseball tournament. So this is Payoff Pitch Baseball, but I'll be using Strat PC for my board game companion, as I said in the video that I put out yesterday that there were some issues with the correct cards showing up on the rosters. So until that gets ironed out, I'm going to be using um, the Stratomatic game for the initial part of the tournament. Well, the first part of the tournament is is a double elimination series for the bottom four teams in each league. Now, the seedings were based on a 4-year um, cumulative percentage record. And for the National League teams that were playing today, um, the Washington Senators came in as the 15th ranked team, and the Pirates came in as the 12th ranked team for the National League. And so we're going to be starting the series with those two teams. This part of the leg, this is basically it's not best of series. It's whoever wins the double elimination tournament. These are single games at this point. So um, as we progress through the tournament, there'll be more games per team, but right now, people don't really care if they watch the lower ranked teams anyway. But I decided to play this game because this might be the only chance we get to see and use Paul Skenes' card in the entire tournament. We're going to be using his 2025 card when he was 1.97 ERA in 32 starts, has a 10-10 record. So I put out a video yesterday that I showed you how I converted the ratings to agree with the payoff pitch ratings. Here's the lineup for the Washington Nationals against Paul Skenes. They're going to be starting out with C.J. Abrams at shortstop. They'll be using his 2025 card. James Wood will be the left fielder, also using his 2025 card. Josh Bell, using his 2025 card. He's the first baseman. Then we have Luis Garcia at second base, using his 2024 card. The designated hitter, Joey Meneses, and they're actually using his 2022 card. Dalen Lyle. He is going to be the right fielder, using his 2025 card. Kybert Ruiz is the catcher, 2023 card. Brady House, the third baseman, using his 2025 card. And Jacob Young will be the center fielder, and they're using his 2024 card. So that's what we have. I'll be rolling the dice, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Up here, you can see this is their season stats here. The next line is the stats for the replay, and then the game per game stats. You'll also see what they've done so far today. Paul Skenes, C.J. Abrams, and we're ready to get started. All right, our first roll is an in-play 76. That is a fly out to center field. And so we will fly out to center. And you can see we're using the manual entry to play the game. James Wood is up. Okay, Wood, a left-handed hitter. And we have Patient 15, and James Wood will draw a walk. So he's on first base. He's a C-rated stealer, and Bart has a 3 on. And let's see, a 3, a 7. All right, so the way I do the steal is I combine the pitcher's hold rating with the jump rating, and then I roll the 20-sided die. So he has a 1 to 7 chance of stealing with his C rating. So we're going to kind of keep him there right now. Here's Josh Bell. And we have Tough 53. That's outside of his reading. It's a grounder to first base, possible double play. Has to get lower than 6, and it is a double play. So 3-6-3 double play to end the inning. You'll notice with Strat, we have to go through each of the things here and ground that out first, short first, hit okay, and that's it. Okay, for the Washington Nationals, they're going with the left-hander using his 2024 card, Mackenzie Gore, who was 10-12 in 2024 and sported a 3.90 ERA. Now the Pirates, their lineup is Jared Triolo. He's the leadoff man. He's playing second base today. Nick Gonzalez, he will be playing shortstop using his 2024 card. Triolo is using his 2023 card. Gonzalez's 2024 card. Then we have Brian Reynolds, who will be the right fielder from using his 2024 card. Andrew McCutchen is the designated hitter today using his 2024 card. Brian Hayes at third base using his 2023 card. As remember, he's been traded to Cincinnati, but Cincinnati did not claim him, and so Pittsburgh decided to use him. All right, Joey Bart is the catcher using his 2024 card. O'Neill Cruz, the center fielder, also from 2024. And Michael Chavis will be the first baseman. He is using his 2022 card. And from 2025, the left fielder, Alexander Canario. Not a really super player, only hit .218. But that's the best that they can come up with. Here we go. Mackenzie Gore on the hill and Triolo the hitter. We have Tough 76. And for Triolo, that's a base hit. So the Pirates get the leadoff man on. Let's see, we have a B and we have a 5. Arm behind the plate. 3. Mackenzie Gore is a 9 hold. Triolo is a 3. That's 12. So we have a 12 and a B5. So he's going to try and steal right off the bat with Gonzalez up there. All right, our D20 is a 10, so he's going to be stealing with that B. So it's a 74 B5. And 74 B5 is a stolen base right off the bat for Triolo. So he's on second base. And Nick Gonzalez is the hitter. Okay, we have Tough 61. That's a base hit. That is a single, only a 1 base advance. And that brings up Brian Reynolds. All right, we have a Patient 16. That's a walk. And right off the bat, the Pirates have the bases loaded and nobody out. Andrew McCutchen comes to the plate. And we have Tough 67. And that is a base hit. And we use the rule that if it's a tough, you only go the number of bases you get. 1-0 already Pirates. All right. We have tough 84 with Brian Hayes up there. This is a grounder to short. Double play. Has to be a 7 or less. It is a 7. It's a double play. So we have an out, goes to third, scores, and it's 6, 4, and 3. 2-0 Pirates, but that was a big double play. Here is Joey Bart. And we have Patience 60. Patience 60, Joey Bart is hit with the pitch. All right, first and third for O'Neill Cruz. Cruz is center fielder today. And we have defense 49. Let's see what we have for defense 49. An error possibly on the first baseman. So Bell is an E2. And we're looking at the Pittsburgh Pirate card, team field card. And it's 157 would be an error. It is an 88. So it is not an error. And it's just a ground out to the first baseman. And that is going to end the inning, but the Pirates get 2 for Paul Skenes. All right, top of the second, Luis Garcia. We have tough 43, base hit. And Garcia's on. All right, we have a B3. Arm of Bart is 3. Garcia's a B. We have a 4. So it's an 8B3. An 8B3. Joey Meneses coming up. Let's see. Tough 30, and it's a strikeout. And you can see it's quite a bit different, the manual entry in Strat versus Payoff pitch or Game Pulse. All right, here's Dalen Lyle. We have tough 3, strikeout. And now Kyber Ruiz. He's a switch hitter, so he'll be batting left. And we have Patient 37. That is a base hit. And Garcia will take the extra base, go to third. First and third. Brady House, the third baseman. And we have tough 89. And that is going to be a ground out to short. And that will be all for Washington in the second. Now, Strat has its own fatigue ratings. And basically, when I use Strat to play payoff pitch, I just kind of go by Strat's POW fatigue rules. So we've changed the innings to accommodate the starting pitchers. Strat already uses innings for the relief pitchers, so most of the short relievers are only 1-inning pitchers. Anyway, there's a couple that might be 2. Most of the long relievers might have 3 innings. But I use Strat-O-Matic's fatigue rating when I use the PC as the game board companion. Michael Chavis against the lefty. Here we go. Tough 62, strikeout. And here is Alexander Canario. We have tough 95, and it's a fly out to left field. And we're back up to Jared Triolo, singled and scored. And we have ballpark 4. That's going to be a wheelhouse rating. Check. We roll the dice. It's a 78, and it's going to be a single. So, base hit for Triolo. And let's see, he's a B5. I think we tried to steal him last time, didn't we? 12B5. with Gonzalez up there. Why not try again, right? 12 B5. There's the roll. All right, it's going to be a 48 for B5, and it's going to be another stolen base. So we got to find stolen base. There it is. And right now they're running on Ruiz pretty well. Okay, Gonzalez. Okay, we have patient 19. Well, patient 19 is going to be a double for Gonzalez. So the stolen base pays dividends for the Pirates. 3-0. And by the way, with Strat-O-Matic, the additional rule is and that if a starting pitcher gives up 5 runs in 1 inning, 6 runs over 2, or 7 over 3, they also become fatigued at that point. All right, Brian Reynolds with a runner on second. Just missed getting a wild pitch reading. 3, it's going to be a tough, and it's going to be a strikeout. But another run for the Pirates. We head to the third. 3-0. Jacob Young. Tough 96. Fly to left field. C.J. Abrams. Tough 37. Just on the cusp. Strikeout. And James Wood. Tough 33. Strikeout. The one thing I think I like better on game pulse than I do in the Strat game is that you can actually see what the pitcher's doing in the game. How many innings pitched, hits, strikeouts. Up here, you got to kind of look every now and again. You can move these around, by the way. I can set that down here or wherever I want it. All right, Andrew McCutcheon against Mackenzie Gore. Singled homer run his first time up. Tough 48, strikeout. To Brian Hayes. Tough 53. And it's going to be a single. Pirates have really good hitters against left-handed pitchers. All right. We have a C5, 3. We have a 12 C5. Here's Joey Bart. All right, we have Patient 51. Patient 51 is a single. I'm going to pull a fast action card. And the runner on first advances 1 base. First and second. O'Neill Cruz. All right, we have defense 69. Error on the third baseman. House is in E3. E3 and error would be 1 to 48. It's a 69, so it's an out. It'll be a line out to the third baseman. Change that, and okay. So 2 outs, first and second. Here's Chavis. Struck out his first time up. We have Tough 94, and he flies out to left field. Couple of runners left, but no runs. Top of the fourth. Josh Bell leading it off. In play, 69. Grounded to short. Luis Garcia. We have 6. We have Tough 35. And that is going to end up being a double. So Garcia with his second hit of the game. He doubles. He's on second with 1 out. Meneses. And we have Patient 83. Well, Patient 83 is a fly out to center field. Dalen Lyle. And we have tough 50. Oh, and that just is beyond range of getting a hit. It is a grounder to first to end the inning. One man left. Okay, bottom of the fourth. Canario. Tough 11, strikeout. Triolo having a good day. Couple stolen bases, 2 for 2. Tough 59. And this time he's going to strike out. Nick Gonzalez. And tough 22, and that's a strikeout. Top of the fifth. Kyber Ruiz. Tough 85. Grounded to short. Brady House. Grounded to short his first time up. And we have tough 6, strikeout. That's 5 strikeouts for Skenes at the moment. By the way, he has a fatigue rating of 6. Take him young. Tough 54. And a base hit for Mr. Young. So he's on. Now he had 33 stolen bases, but they're down 3-0. It'd be a 9 for the jump and B3 for the stolen base, but down 3, they're going to pitch to Abrams here. Tough 55, and that is going to be a ground out to the third baseman. Alrighty. Bottom of the fifth. This is Mackenzie Gore's inning to possibly become fatigued. Now, in payoff pitch, using their rules, he would be fatigued at this point. But I don't like the 3-run thing, personally. All right, Brian Reynolds. Walked and struck out. We have ballpark 50. He's batting right-handed, so it's going to be an in play. And that's going to end up being a fly out to left field. Okay, Andrew McCutcheon. Single. It's a base hit. It's an automatic single on the Snake Eyes roll. And McCutcheon's on first. Here's Brian Hayes. Tough 87. This is a grounder to short. 7 or less for a double play. It's a 7, and Brian Hayes sits into his second double play of the game. 6, 4, 3. We head to the 6th. Still 3-0 Pirates. James Wood. Tough 48, strikeout. Josh Bell. Tough 32, and right on the cusp for a strikeout. 1-32 was the strikeout range, and he hit it. Luis Garcia, 2 for 2. Tough 49, and 36 to 49 is the hit range on the tough, and he gets it. I think it's the second time he's gotten a hit on the tough reading. So he's on first, and Joey Meneses. Tough 57. That is a base hit, and Garcia will hold up at second. Here's Dalen Lyle. So with a couple hits here in the sixth, Skenes is in danger of getting fatigued. We have tough 67, and it's going to be a fly out to center field. Okay, we head to the bottom of the sixth. Joey Bart. Wheelhouse 24. Joey Bart connects on a home run. 4-0 Pirates, and I think that's going to be it for Mackenzie Gore. All right, so Gore's going to come out, and let's see, who do we want to bring in here? We have a couple of, they're going to go with Carl Edwards. Carl Edwards, and you can see this is a little bit different, of course, than Game Pulse. All you got to do is just drag a person over. Okay, here's O'Neill Cruz. And we have in play 46. And this can be a pop out to the first baseman. 1 out. And let's see. With the righty in there, I think the Pirates are going to make a change. They're going to go with Spencer Horwitz. So Horwitz will come in. There you can see him. This is his 2025 card we're using. And let's see what we have. We have Tough 89. That is a fly out to right field. 2 outs. And let's see, Canario's a left fielder. And let me see what we might want to do here. And they're going to bring up a pinch hitter for him. And they're going to go with Jack Sawinski. So Sawinski, well, we're using his 2022 card when he had 19 home runs. He only hit 202 that year. All right, here we go. 11, that's a defense. 52, and possible error on the second baseman. So Garcia is an E3, a 1 to 48 chance for an error. And we'll roll again. We roll double zeros to 59. So 5 is a ground out to the second baseman. And that will do it. And you'll notice in Strat on their PC, they tell you if you're missing position. So we go over to the lineup screen. And we're going to put Horwitz at first. And we're going to put Sawinski in left. And there you can see Lewinsky is a range of a C in error 4. And Horwitz is a C at first base with an E5. Okay. Top of the 7th. Kyber Ruiz. Tough 53. And it's going to be a ground out to the third baseman. Brady House. Tough 10, strikeout. 8 strikeouts for Skenes now. Here's Jacob Young. Patient 95, fly to left field. Stretch time here in Pittsburgh. 4-0 Pirates. Edwards is going to stay on the hill. Triolo comes to bat. In play 90. Grounded to short. Nick Gonzalez. Tough 43. And he gets a base hit. That's his third hit of the game. Gonzalez is on. Brian Reynolds. Reynolds is the right fielder today. And we have tough 2 strikeout. Andrew McCutcheon. Defense 22. This is the range of the shortstop. He's a C. So a possible hit between 1 to 50 would be a hit. And it's a 24. So it's going to get through past Abrams for a single. All right, here's Brian Hayes. And we have tough 39. Hayes will strike out. And so we are through 7 innings. And C.J. Abrams leading it off. Now, here we go. We have tough 78. Fly to center field. James Wood. Tough 37. Strikeout. 9 strikeouts for Skenes. Here's Josh Bell. Tough 6. Strikeout. He's got 10. You'll notice it says Skenes is tired. And the thing with that is Strat also has a rule that a starter can only go 2 innings past their fatigue inning. Then you automatically become tired. So we'll go with that. And we'll use the fatigue card if I decide to keep him out there for the 9th. All right. Meanwhile, the Nationals are going to go to their bullpen. And let's see. Who do we want to bring in here? They're going to bring in Erasmo Ramirez. So Erasmo Ramirez will be the new pitcher for the Nationals. Joey Bart leading it off. Tough 39, strikeout. O'Neal Cruz. Tough 52, strikeout. And now Spencer Horwitz. Defense 4. That will be the range of the first baseman. Bell is a D. All right, so he has a 1 to 61 chance for a hit. And it's a 38. And it's going to be a base hit past Bell. Horwitz is on. And Jack Sawinski coming up. And we have in play 84. And that is a ground out to the second baseman. All right, here we go. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, Skenes is tired. And I'm going to pull out a fatigue card for Skenes. We'll see what comes up of that. A lot of his tough readings, right? Okay, so Luis Garcia. Now, Garcia's 3 for 3. He's having himself a good game, a couple of singles and a double. We're in the top of the ninth. It's 4-0. And here we go. Garcia is up. All right, we get a defense reading. Defense 29. It's the range of the center fielder. So O'Neill Cruz, being the center fielder, is a C. As you can see, I got a 3 up here. That makes him a C. And we're going to, it's a 1 to 50 chance for a base hit. It is an 85. So it is going to be a fly out to center. All right, Joey Meneses. Here we go. All right, we have in play 54, and that is a pop out to the third baseman. And now it's up to Dalen Lyle. Let's see what we get. All right, we have a tough, and the tough we have to look at the fatigue card, and the 37% roll stays a tough reading, so we will roll the dice, and we get a 51. Lyle needed to get up to a 49 to get on base. The 51 is going to be a liner to shortstop, and that is going to be the end of the ball game. Paul Skenes pitches a shutout. He strikes out 10. The Pirates beat the Nationals 4-0. Washington, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. Pittsburgh, 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Let's look at the box score. See if that shows up. No. Let's see here. Let's see what we can see. Okay. Okay, so you can see good day for Luis Garcia for the Nationals. He had 3 of the Nationals' 6 hits. McCutcheon, 3 hits for the Pirates. Gonzalez, 3 hits for the Pirates. Let's scroll down here and look at the pitching. Mackenzie Gore, 5 innings, 9 hits, 4 runs all earned, a walk, 6 strikeouts, gave up a homer. He gets the loss. Paul Skenes goes the distance, 9 innings, 6 hits, no runs, a walk, 10 strikeouts. And so there you have it. That is playing our game here, our payoff pitch game on Strat-O-Matic. And thank you for watching. Subscribe and hit the like button. And we'll get back with you in another game. Have a good day.